Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. All right. Can stand here. All right. All right, good morning everyone. This is Patrick from Desert Barbell and welcome to the Power Meet second day, the Power Meet 8. Today we have the 93 categories, 105 category, 120 and plus 120 for the guys. Yesterday was an incredibly long day. We had lifters from all the female categories and also the lighter guys. And today we're going to see if anyone can beat the result of Mr. Ahmed Al-Nakbi from yesterday. And I just have to start with correct myself. I said multiple times that Ahmed is from Fujairah. He works in Fujairah, but he is Sharjah. He comes from Sharjah. So all you Sharjah people, don't DM me, please. He's a proud Sharjan. All right. So Ahmed, how was yesterday?
Alhamdulillah, I'm feeling good. Yesterday, I just, I don't know, like I thought my weight was 84 before the meet. Just I don't check, and then like on Thursday morning I checked my weight was 85.4, so I don't have experience for water cut or like, so like just I dropped 3 kg just in one night and I thought I will be fine, but when I come to the next day I feel like my performance go down. So squats, like I did like supposed to be my second attempt in the meet, so it's okay. And bench I feel like it's go down a lot, but in deadlift I feel good. I don't feel anything change in deadlift. I feel I'm better, even better than when I was deadlift in the training. Like I don't move 250 by this fast, but alhamdulillah, all this I'm happy because I did plus 100 total BR comp, so that's make me happy.
Yeah, so it's a good lift anyway, a good competition. And as you said, it's always hard if you drop a few kilos, especially if you haven't tried it before. It's a little bit different feeling in the body, especially for the bench press is my experience at least. So looking forward for today then, the 93s and 105 and up. Is there anyone in particular that you think can threaten your place on the overall Wilks, you think?
Really, I don't have any chance against Adam Folat and Mustafa, really. They are amazing lifters. I am proud to be with them. Like, I think I will be third maximum. It's hard to get like second place or first place. That's impossible because we have Adam here. He's a really great lifter. He's motivate us in the gym. So I'm really happy to share that platform with him.
Good. So Ahmed Al-Nakbi, a really class act. Happy to share the platform with other good lifters. And he mentioned then 2 names. It was Mustafa and Adam. Let's see if we get any of them for a small comment before the lifting starts. And we now have, let's see, 12 minutes to start, and hope you all tune in and look at the lifting this morning. So thank you, Ahmed.
Mashallah. Mashallah.
Mashallah.
environment is so cool, and it was like my first competition to compete. I came before just to support my friends, and I really got that good motivation from everyone, and yeah, it was very nice.
Strong, exciting and fun.
I will come back, and I'll come back strong, so hold on guys, I'll be back.
All right, so I'm back here again with one of the other contestants for today, which is Mr. Adam Fullett. How are you feeling?
Very well, actually. It's really nice to be back amongst a lot of great athletes, you know, taking the platform, giving it our all. You know, we've all had a very rough year, so this is, you know, a light, you know, in a dark tunnel that we've had.
And we haven't seen you on a power meet stage for a few years, since you've been going to the UK and competing in the nationals and in the qualifications for that. But I guess you're happy that you can now get this opportunity to at least do a competition before you go into whatever kind of we see in the future for 2021.
Absolutely, you know, Desert Barbell is the best place to be in Dubai for powerlifting, and I have grown here as, you know, an athlete and an individual amongst so many great coaches, and it's just great to be back on the platform again, and I look forward to giving my all today.
So you are today competing in the 105 category, and I know that since we've been doing this journey together, that you almost had a little bit of trouble coming up to over 93. What did you weigh in today?
Today 94.6.
And have you eaten a lot or little the last week?
Oh, it's been tough. I actually weighed in under 93 a few days ago, so I've just been eating a lot, you know, trying to build up the weight. But it's been fun and a different approach for sure. I'm excited.
All right. Yeah, so Adam Fullett now lifting in the 105 category today. And we're hoping to see some big numbers there. And since he's just weighing over to the 105, the Wilks points will be really, really good anyway. So Adam will start lifting about half an hour, 35 minutes, because first we have the 93 categories, and the 105s will follow just after that, with no break in between. We're going to see if we can get a word with some of the 93 guys. I know they're just doing their warm-up, so let's see if we can get a hold of any one of them. in the end. Let's see. 190. And after that we have Karim. The bar is loaded for Hilal, a long-term member of our community. I think for at least 4 or 5 years I've known Hilal. So that was a good start from Hilal. Very styleful lifter. Very rarely do technical mistakes. So let's see how that goes. Coached by Chris from Desert Barbell. And Hilal also trains here at the club. Now we have Karim Weiss, one also of the long-term clients that we have on our power meets. He's a trainer at one of the other gyms, Gym Nation here in Dubai, but been participating in our meets for a few years. He's one of the top contenders for the 93 category class, opening up on 200. Let's see. After Karim, we have Mustafa to finish this group off. 200 kilos. That was a very convincing start from Karim. And then we have Mustafa then. On home turf, he trains here regularly, at least 4 times per week to my knowledge. 212.5 as his starting weight. He's hoping to be one of the contenders for the overall placings, and also, of course, snitch the gold in the 93 category. His main rival will probably be Karim in this weight category. And for the overall will be Ahmed from yesterday and Adam from today. The bar is loaded, 212.5. This will be interesting to see how Mustafa is looking today. He's weighed in at 91, which for him is a pretty easy body weight. So let's see how that affects his lifting. Let's hope it doesn't affect it at all, and this will fly. Alright, so 212 was no problem for Mustafa. Let's see, Coach Dan is handling his weights. 212 would look really good. We start second round with the Al-Sadi brothers. So 165 for Abdurrahman and 172.5 for Omar. Good spot there by Chris. It was a 25 kilogram plate too much on one of the sides of the bar, which have been would have caused a very awkward lift for sure for Abdurrahman. But now we have 165 on the bar. 165. The bar is loaded. So let's see. It's going to be a battle of the brothers here for that placing, because they have similar weights across the board. Alright, that was a good lift. It was also a heavy lift. So let's see where Abdurrahman go from there. It was somewhat of a struggle. So let's see, Omar is replying on 172.
I'm good. I just want to stretch a bit.
We have Omar, the younger brother Al-Sadi then, on 172. And after Omar we have Abhinav. The bar is loaded, 172.5 First Omar, then Abhinav. So younger brother Sadi stepping onto the platform, 172.5. Yeah, look at that, 172.5, and he, for today, in the squats, looking slightly stronger than his brother. So let's see if that is a fact also after the last lift. We have Abhinav, 182, and Hilal following him. Just need to get in now a second weight, or sorry, a third weight for Omar. The bar is loaded. All right, and the lifters have 1 minute to announce their weight for the next lift after they have proceeded and completed their lifts on the podium. Abhinav, 182.5. That looked like a very good lift. Let's see what the referees say. 3 white lights, and we don't have a single red light so far. Almost halfway through the flight. We got Hilal on 200s. Hilal on 200s.
What did you say? 195.
The bar is loaded.
You said 85.
200 for Hilal. 200 for Hilal. After Hilal, we got Kareem and Mustafa to finish the group. Very economical style, but that's 2-1 red. And as I suspected, that was almost too economical. So we repeat from yesterday that the hip crest needs to be just lower than the highest point of the knee. And Hilal was just playing too close to fire there. So from my direction, it looked like it was borderline, and the referees picked up on that. It was a 2-1 decision. It can go either way, 2-1, 1-2. So it's always tough when you have those lifters that bar is loaded for Kareem, when you have those lifters just on the borderline. Let's see, we have Kareem with 217.5, and with this he will overtake the lead from Mustafa. But remember, Mustafa has his reply ready after this with 225. But first Kareem. Slightly heavier than Mustafa today, 92.2. That looked very good. That's 3 white lights for Kareem. So he's really showing his strength here and putting the pressure on Mustafa for the squats at least. So let's see what Mustafa can reply with. $225. And as you see now, Marco is disinfecting the weights and the bar between all the lifts. And the bar is loaded, 225 for Mustafa. That's a 12.5 kilo increasement from the first lift. This is an important lift to gather a good start for the total. 225. That was a good lift, solid. Let's now see where he's going to go from that. So Coach Dan and Mustafa needs to have a quick and just announce as fast as possible here now, within the minutes, what is going to be the next weight, because it's going to be an important choice. 167.5 for Abdurrahman. So we'll see where Mustafa is going to go in the next lift. That's going to be interesting to see. Kareem have chosen 227 as his last lift. And let's see what Mustafa want to do. So we're starting the last round. With 167.5. The bar is loaded for Abdurrahman Al-Sadi. After his lift will be Omar. Just see on the scoreboard now that Mustafa shows 235. So let's see how that goes. 167.5. Abdurrahman Al-Sadi. Was just a little bit too heavy. The 165 we did previously looked like a max lift, and it seems to have been the way since 67 did not move from the floor. We have his brother Omar coming after him, 180. 180. And then we have Abhinav after Omar. But Omar is doing 180, and that will be a family record. 180, beating his brother then by 15. But let's see, he has to do it also. His previous attempt was 172.5. 172.5. So now 180. The bar is loaded for Omar. As he's preparing behind the backdrop here, tightening his belt. Gets the bar digged in his shoulders, get a good setup, good walkout, big breath, and let's go. The younger brother is in command after the squats at least. 180 and a really good lift by Omar. $180 for Omar Al-Sadi. Abhinav, 195. So also coming from two good lifts, very technical good lifts also, 172 and 182. So he do a 12 kilogram increasement to the last lift. This will be interesting to see because it's quite a big jump to his last lift, 195. It's not often you see a bigger jump from the second to third than from the first to second. Oh, and as suspected, that was a little bit too heavy and too big of a jump. All right. We have Hilal coming out on 205. 205, and then we have Kareem on 225. 225. Sorry, 227.5. So first we got Hilal 205, Kareem 225, and Mustafa gunning for that 235. This is going to be a very interesting finish of the group. So as it stands now, we have Mustafa in the lead, 225. We have Kareem in second with 217.5, and we have Hilal in third, 190. But that can all change. At least the top two. Hilal going for 205. We'll still keep him in third place, so there's no change in the top. But then things can happen in the next lifts with Kareem. But first Hilal. That was once again borderline, but he gets it this time, 2-1. So once again playing with fire, but he was successful this time. So last lift declined, 1-2. This one approved, 2-1. So no margins, but this time he had the margins on his side. So 227.5 for Kareem will put him in first place. And then it's Mustafa's reply who comes after. Kareem looked really good on 200 and really good on 217.5. So let's see how it treats 227. That's a 10 kilogram increasement. And by the looks of the second lift, he has a pretty good shot. Let's see. Good walkout, he has a little bit of wide stance, and then we go. Big breath. That was a very good lift. Let's see, 3 white lights. And now the pressure is on. So 227.5 for Kareem in a very fine and well-chosen third weight. Very well. All right, 227 by Kareem was a good choice of third weight. Now we have Mustafa then. 235. So Mustafa is currently in second place. He needs to get this in order to step into first place. Remember, started 212, went to 225, and the bar is loaded now for 235. It's a 10 kilo increasement for his last lift. Let's see what he does. He's gonna give it a fight, that's for sure. So a good walkout. I'm gonna brace really hard and then just go. No, that's a no lift. You see he's lost his position there in the bottom part of the squat. So 225. So after the squats, we have Kareem leading. Kareem leads with 227.5. We have Mustafa second, 225. And we have Hilal third on 205. We go directly into the second round, which is the 105 and 120 class. We also have, I believe, one lifter, Ben Mallock, in the plus 120, weighing in at 131, being the heaviest lifters of today.
Just go. He's only got 2 more.
All right, the bar is loaded for Ibrahim, 160. The order will be Ibrahim, Ali, and Benjamin, or Ben as we call him, Raju, Dario, Darren, Nabi, and so forth. But first, 160 for Ibrahim. 160 for Ibrahim.
I got hurt.
The bar is loaded, 160. Ibrahim. All right, we have 45 seconds to go. So Ibrahim comes here.
10 seconds to go, come on.
So he has 1 minute. Was a little bit high, so there will be red lights from the referees for Ibrahim. Ibrahim on 160. Ali on 180, and then we have Ben after Ali. So the lifters has 1 minute to complete the lift after the squat is after the weight is loaded. One minute. So we got the bar is loaded for Ali, and then we have Ben after Ali. Ali. 50 seconds to go. Half a minute to go. $20 seconds to go. Just a normal walkout, it will be fine. Was a little bit of a bang during the warm-up. Someone just dropped the bar, just fine. We have Ben Mallock on 180, 180. And then we have Raju after Ben on 185. Ben Mallock. The bar is loaded for Ben. Ben is the heaviest lifter today. 131 kilos, rocking an Iron Tanks singlet for the day. It's a good lift from Ben. Raju 185, and after Raju we have Dario 205. $185 for Raju, 205 for Dario after that.
He hasn't got his results.
All right, so Raju, 185, 185.
Sorry, what's the start speed?
That was a good lift. Dario on 205, and after Dario we got Darren. So Dario 205 and Darren 210. Dario is a good deadlifter, so let's see how this plays out. He's starting on 205, weighing in at 97.4 kilos. After Dario we have Darren, 205. So that was today's fastest descent. 3 white lights is the award. So the title, the day's fastest descent, is one title, and the reward was 3 white lights. Very good. Okay, Darren, 210, and we have Nabi to follow on 220, and then we finish up with Adam Fullat. So Darren is 210. Today weighing in at 101.8. So let's see how that works. After Darren, we have Nabi and Adam. $210. Three white lights for Darren. Nabi, 220 is to follow. 220. After Nabi, we finish off with Adam on 267, which will be the heaviest squats of today. And then we start second round. So moving pretty fast, or moving really fast today with these two first squat groups. Then we go into bench after a 5-minute break. The bar is loaded. Nabi, also a member of the club, Desert Barbell, coached by Chris. Three white lights and also a very economical squat. He doesn't give anything away in the depth, so he's all right, just below. But all referees were very appreciative of that, so he made that perfectly. We go 267.5 then for first squat from Adam Fullat. Adam weighing in at 94.6, so he's usually 93 contender, and purposely weighed over to the 105 with a 267 opener squat. Let's see how this moves. Adam is also a very explosive lifter, so it will go fast down, and hopefully this starting weight will also go fast up. Handled today by Vladan Ladic, which is one of the Serbian national team lifters. Let's see, good tension, and this is going to be explosive. Let's see. That was a squat clinic, 267.5. So we're going to see where Adam goes from there. We have Ibrahim going 160, and then we have Ben after that, 195. So we're starting the second round. So in this group we have now in the lead Adam 267.5. We have Nabi second 220, and Darren third 210. Interesting second round when we have Darren and Dario going on the same weight, and Nabi is going just 10 kilograms higher. So let's see, going to be some rearrangement of the leaderboard after this second round. Let's see how it plays out. But first we have Ibrahim on 160. Remember, he had a little bit of a time issue on his first attempt. Let's see if we can, from the looks of it, it's a little bit high, but let's see what the referee says. No, they actually gave it to him, 2-1. It looked a little bit high from my position, but the referees have a better viewpoint than me. So two of them approved, one thought it was not. So let's see where it goes from there. We have Ben Mallock coming in on 195. And after Ben we have Ali on 200s. 195. The bar is loaded for Ben. He's one of the frequent DB lifters, but he lives in Abu Dhabi, so he makes the Friday drive usually, coming and training with the club. Hasn't been here though in a while since these COVID restrictions and the demand for testing for COVID. And there you go, it comes up. Let's see what the referee says about that. Yes, it's a good lift, 3 white lights. Also very economical, don't give anything away extra for free. So just borderline, but all referees agreed on it was a good lift, which is nice to see. The rules, by the way, for the referees is always to give the lifter the benefits if there is a split decision. And also, remember for the referees, it's about milliseconds just taking the decision if a squat is good or not, and they have multiple errors to look for. The bar is loaded, and it's now 200 kilos for Ali, and we have Raju to follow on 202.5. So Ali is coming in hot here now. The first 180 squat looked very good. But remember, this is a 20 kilogram increasement. 20 kilos, which is a pretty good big jump. But the first one looked really fast. And to be fair, the second one looked also pretty fast. So let's see where it goes from there. Maybe another 10 or maybe less. But I will guess another 10. Raju coming in on 202.5. And Darren to follow. And as I suspected, Ali will make an increasement to 210, coming from that good 200 squats.
First on bench. Oh, do you guys have the numbers for bench already up? Like
202.5 for Raju.
Are they online? Oh. Like I just want to see like where I am. Just wait, where are you going? Oh, it's okay, fine. I'll just worry.
That's a good lift by Raju, I think. It was a nice depth, good control, and 3 white lights is the reward. Let's see where Raju goes from there. I will guess maybe a 210 or 207. 210 perhaps. We have now 2 lifters on 220, being Darren and Dario, the double Ds. Just here, Raju will go 212 on his last attempt, which is completely doable, within striking distance from 202.5. That's a 10 kilogram increasement. Now we'll see Dario and Dario battle 220, both of them. The bar is loaded. Darren did 210 in his first lift, which was pretty comfortable, and Dario did 205. $220. That looked pretty solid. 220 and 3 white lights. Okay. Dario, 220, same weight. And remember here from the first round that Dario got the fastest descent award. So let's not blink and take your eyes off the screen, your computer screen or TV screen or phone, for this lift. Let's see if we manage to keep the same speed on a higher weight. But judging from the first one, this Italian ain't got any fear. So let's see. Let's see, 220. Yes. 3 white lights. And just a little bit smooth start, and then he just smashed it down and up. So it's very good. I've never actually seen Dario lift, or compete at least. I've seen him lift before but not compete, so it's really nice to see a solid dive bomb technique like that. Just brace hard, dive down and just battle up. If you get the timing right, it's really good. I hear he's gonna go for a 230 in his last attempt. And the 230 weight is already on the bar for Nabi for his second lift. His first lift was a 220, was spot on, very economical. 3 white lights. Let's see, 230, good lift for Nabi. Good walkout. Big brace, and here we go. I would say that looked very convincing from Nabi. Let's see what the referee says. Yes, they agree. 2-1. Nothing more, nothing less in depth. But it's all right. It was a good lift. 230. Let's see where he goes from there. I will reckon a 235 maybe. 235. Let's see what they put in for the last lift. I think I hear 235. Last lifter in the group is Adam on 277.5. 277.5 for Adam to finish the group. And he's in the lead after the first round, of course, on 267.5. The bar is loaded. 277.5. Let's see. Very explosive lifter. So he will go down and up. All right, that looks good lift. 3 white lights for Adam, 277.5. Let's just make a call for the last lift. And here it comes to choose his last lift. We have Ibrahim, 170. All right, so Adam choosing 287 for his last lift. The bar is loaded now for Ibrahim, 170. 170. Sorry, lost connection with the microphone there. It looked like a good lift. Sorry, it looked a little bit high, and which it also was. So 3 referees thought Ibrahim's lift was high, and I agree from my angle. We have Ali now on 210, followed by Ben on the same weight. So now we have remaining of the lifts all over 200. So Ali 210, Ben 210, Raju 212, Darren and Dario, the double Ds, on 230. Nabi 235, and finishing off with Adam on 287.5. The bar is loaded. We have Ali coming in on 210, and his first 180 flew. The 200 looked also very convincing. So 210, I give him pretty good chances to get this. Seems to be a very explosive lifter. Bracing hard. No. So that was just borderline. And Ali is a typical high bar squatter, and what you see can happen there is if you lose your upper back tension, the bar rolls forward, which will make you out of position and the hip shooting back. So that is the problem, or a challenge, I must say, I should rather say, in the high bar squat. If you lose position a little bit, it's not as easy to save as a lower bar squat. So we have Ben coming in on 210, same weight. Ben coming from a 180 and 195 previous. I know he's capable of this weight. It's just a matter of like getting it down on the podium now. Let's see. 210, Ben Malak. Yeah. It's allowed to struggle. Let's see what the referee said. Unfortunately, it's the 3 red lights, and I think I will agree with that decision. It was a good fight nonetheless, a 210. And you don't want to travel from Abu Dhabi just to play it safe. So I agree with the referee's decision, but I also agree with the weight choice from Ben and coach Chris there. Just to swing a little bit for the fences on the last lift. Now we have Raju on 212.5, coming from a 185 and 205. And I know this is an important lift for Raju, aiming to do a big total PB since his last competition, and he's fired up. 212.5. This will be a fight, but I give him fair odds to make it. Let's see, bracing hard, going down, let's go. It will be a fight. Yes. 3 white lights. Very good example of a well-chosen last weight. It was a struggle for sure. Was there more weight in there? Probably not. So 212.5 to an absolute perfect third lift from Raju. We have Darren and Dario there and battle it out here now for the 3rd and 4th place in the group. So Darren coming in first on 230, weighing in at 101.8. And Dario to follow on 97 kilos body weight. 230 from Darren. These two guys are also very equal in the bench and deadlift, so this will be a close battle coming down to the last couple of deadlifts. So all a matter of getting lifts on the boards in the squat and bench press. 230 to start with. And here we go. That is a win. You can see it's already halfway up that Darren will not gonna lose that weight. 230. Very well chosen weight. He didn't leave much in there. 230. Let's see then Dario. 220. Last lift, now 230. So 205 flew both down and up. 220 flew down and got up, but not as fast. The bar is loaded, 230. Let's see what to do with that. That's 10 kilogram more than last lift. Again, we're expecting to see a very fast descent. Let's see if we can keep with that technique and give him a fair chance. Let's see. Bracing hard. And here we go. That was actually pretty controlled. 3 white lights. And he's exactly even with Darren now after the squats. 230 for the double Ds. Trying to overdo the double Ds is Nabi. Double Ds have 230. Nabi coming in at 235. I know that Nabi wanted to go a little bit higher for his third lift, but he managed to control himself, choosing a 230, which I think is the right choice. 235 will be a good start for Nabi. Let's see. He's gonna give it his all. Let's go. Come on. Squatting down. All right. Sorry, we just ran out of battery in the microphone. So what we saw at the end there was Adam Fullert's 287.5, which is a competition PB for him. I don't really hear when we lost the connection, but Nabi missed his 235. 230 was a good start for him, and now we're just going to have a 5-minute break, short one, before we go into bench. All right. All right, can we have referees and spotters and loaders on the podium, please? Spotters and loaders on the podium, so we can start the bench press. Spotters and loaders on the podium, please. Spotters and loaders to the podium. Spotters and loaders to the podium, please. And we have first group benches. We'll start in just a meter or two. So the order for the bench will be Abhinav, Abdurrahman, Omar, Hilal, Karim, Mustafa. All right, let's rock and roll. Abhinav on 105, Abdurrahman to follow 110, Omar 112, Hilal 140, Karim 142, Mustafa 172. Those are the numbers. In the top, we have after first round, Karim after the squats. Second place, we have Mustafa, and third place, we have Hilal. I believe, yeah, that will be the top three in this group, battling it out. It's all a matter of what order they're going to be. Favorite going in is Mustafa. Let's see how that works. Both of those guys are very good deadlifters. So let's see if we see some really, really cool deadlift attempts to shake it up a little bit. All right. Let's hope we can start now. I see commander of the podium, Marco Schipola, is ready. Abhinav is ready. The referees are ready, and the bar is loaded. 105 kilos, sorry. $105. So a good lift, and you see, or you might hear on the broadcast, is 3 commands for the bench: squat, press, and rack. Most common problems in the bench is that the lifter doesn't obey to the pause on the chest. They sometimes lift their hip from the bench while pressing, or they fail the rack command, which is, I think, one of the more common issues, but it's also the most annoying one for the lifter because all the hard work is done. Let's see if everyone can slip through here now. We have Abdurrahman on 110. You can also choose if you want to have a lift off, which Abdurrahman chooses to have here. So Marco will handle him the bar like that, and we have the start, press, and rack signal, and a very good lift. 3 white lights. You see also 2 of the referees are now placed at the bottom of the podium. That is to have a better view of the hip slash glute slash bum of the lifter, so they can spot easily if that is lifting from the bench. The bar is now loaded, 112 for little brother Omar. 20 seconds to go for Omar. And that's 3 white lights all around, so good lifts. Hilal coming in on 140. So he's trying to secure his 3rd place moving forward. So we have Hilal 140, we have Kareem 142, we have Mustafa 172. So the bar is loaded, 140 for Hilal, and he's a very good bench press technique and bench style. So I give him very good chances to just smoke this opening bench on 140. I would say they look pretty good. 3 white lights for Hilal. We go a small increasement to 142.5 for Kareem. 142.5. After that we have Mustafa on 172. The bar is loaded for Kareem, coming from 3 successful squats. 220, 217, 227. Well, that looked very convincing. Almost like the last warm-up. Well, let's see where he goes from there. Expecting at least a 10 kilogram increasement there. And as expected, Kareem is doing a 10 kilogram increasement to 152, which I think was a wise choice after that smoking first lift. We have now 172.5, which is Mustafa's opening weight. So let's see how he looks in the bench for today. Coming from a 225 squat. So currently in 2nd place, but after this bench, he will be in quite a big lead before Kareem. And then we'll see what happens. Well, let's see what the referee says about that. It was 3 red lights. He has a little bit of a issue from the chest. So the bar moved up, moved down, moved up, I think was the call. I didn't see from the sides though if any hip movement was done. We have Abhinav coming in and starting the 2nd round on 110, and then we have Omar following him on 120. So first Abhinav on 110, Omar 120. So Abhinav on 110. I didn't see the head referee. Okay, the head referee saw the head. So according to the rules, the head cannot lift from the bench, and the head referee spotted that Abhinav lifted the head, which is one of the reasons why you can have lifts declined. Luckily, it's very seldom that the side referees see this, especially when they place far down on the podium, which he was a little bit lucky there, but it was an all right lift, 110. It's one of those rules that you can sometimes question, because there's no real benefit of lifting the head, but there is in the rule book, so it's just obey to that one. So 120 is the next one for Omar. And then we have Abdurrahman following him. So the brothers keep on fighting with each other here on the podium. 120 for Omar. We have Abdurrahman to reply on 122.5 after. Same thing. The head went up, and he gets away with that. And I don't see how anyone can see him lifting the head with that hairdo, but that was the case, I think. 122.5 for big brother Abdurrahman. I was actually told that today is Abdurrahman's birthday, so let's see if we can celebrate with beating his brother in powerlifting. Let's see. They are very equal in the deadlift also, but I think big brother Abdurrahman has a slight advantage, and maybe had some birthday cake also this morning to carry him through. It's his 24th birthday today. Let's see how he celebrates. Well, that wasn't too bad of a celebration, 122, and I'm guessing we'll see a small increasement to the last weight just to try to keep ahead of his brother. I was wrong. He wants 132. Let's see how that moves. I have Hilal coming in at 147, so Abdurrahman going for a 132, a 10 kilogram increasement. I think that the cake this morning might have been too much, so he's gonna overdo, but let's see. I like the idea though, and he's really putting it in there. Hilal going 147.5. All right, Hilal, 147. Look at that. That was spot on. 3 white lights. 3 white lights. All right, we're upping the stakes. We have now Kareem, 152. After that, 142.5 opener. And 142 looked like an absolute smoker. I anticipated a 10 kilogram increasement, and we got a 10 kilogram increasement to 152. I believe that weight is going to be moving well also. Should never take things for granted, but I believe he has a very good chance. 152. $152.5. There was a good lift, 3 white lights, and now we will see a smaller increasement, I'm sure, just to get a little bit more on the board. So let we see 55 or a 57. Now we have Mustafa, 172.5. All right, let's see. 172.5 for Mustafa. And he's in a little bit of a trouble here. 172 on the first attempt was a miss. We know that he got this weight. He's done it many times before on training. It's all a matter of like getting it done on the podium also. So let's wish him all the best here on 172.5. This is a weight he is capable of. Let's see. That is not happening, and now he's in a lot of trouble. 172.5. Let's start the third round. 115 with Abhinav and Omar. All right, we go Abhinav 115 and Omar to follow 125. 115 and then 125 for Omar. All right, 115 for Abhinav. Let's see how this moves. Once again, let's see if the referees see what I saw. Yes, one of them did. 2 white lights, but he has a tendency of lifting his head. So he was lucky with that. Okay, we have Ibrahim. Okay, we have the jury going in and overturning that, because it was very obvious, even from my direction, you see it on the broadcast, that Abhinav was lifting his head. So we have that is a faulty lift, since the jury can go in and overrule if there is one red light, which it was there. So we have now Omar on 125, and after that Abdurrahman. So Omar. Omar on 125. 125 for Omar. Trying to overtake his brothers, 122.5. Yeah. That was as close as a bench press can be. Very, very, very close. All right, now it's time to stand up for your choices here. We have Abdurrahman going 132, and remember the 122 was not easy. It was a pretty heavy lift. My suggestion would have been a 2.5 kilogram increasement. Birthday boy is going for a 10. So let's see how that plays out. I wish him all the best, of course. On his 24th birthday, you can do whatever you want. He's gonna give it his all, that is for sure. Abdurrahman Al-Sadi, 132.5. Everything. That was just a little bit too heavy. But on your birthday, you can celebrate however you like. Abdurrahman chooses to celebrate this way, which is the way of a powerlifter, of course. Just shake loose. 155 for Hilal now. 155. Now we have Kareem following him. So Hilal 155. Hilal coming off a 147. and Hilal is usually a very calm guy, but he's psyching up for this one, and this is a good chance for him to do a 155. I'm pretty sure that he will make this one because the 147 looked really good. If you just stay tight, this will go. Let's see. Yes, that looked relatively easy and a very good lift from Hilal. And Hilal shows emotions like never before. And the guys that know Hilal private knows that that is not often, but this is one of those times. 155 coming from a 205 squat also. Moving along, we got 2 lifts left in this group. We have Kareem on 162.5, and then we got Mustafa trying to save the day on 172.5. But first Kareem. This will be one of those 50-50 lifts. 42 moved fast, 52 moved not as fast, but still pretty good. So 162 is a stretch. Let's wish him all the best and hope he can get this once on the board. Let's go. Good setup. And here we go. Now that is, he jumped the start command also, sorry, the press command. And it was a little bit of a gamble. It didn't pay off, but 152 was good. That was it was very close. $172.5 from Mustafa. It's do or die now. We all know that he's got this weight, but there's one crucial point he needs to do. He needs to attack on the way down. He needs to attack this weight on the way down. Attack down, brace hard, and smack everything you can straight up. We all know that he's got this weight. He knows it. The spotters and loaders knows it. His coach knows it. Let's wish him all the best. 172.5. I'll be damned, I think he got it. Yes, he got 3 white lights. And that's a very good fight. 172.5. And he deserves to stay in the tournament, of course. 172.5. That was an epic performance by Mustafa. So he is now in the lead before Kareem. We'll start second round immediately. We have Ibrahim on 80 kilos. Raju to follow. Ibrahim and then Raju to follow. Right, we settle down after that. Intense performance by Mustafa. So the order this time will be Ibrahim, Raju, Ben, Dario, Darren, Ali, Nabi, and Adam. Let's go. Ibrahim, 80 kilos. Let's see if there's any drama going on in this group. That, I think, was the fastest lift of the day so far. 80 kilos. So we go 110 for Raju and 125 for Ben. 110 for Raju and 125 for Ben. Raju coming in at 110. 110 moving fast for Raju. We have Ben coming in at 125, and after Ben we got Dario. And we have the double Ds, Dario and Darren, following each other here again. Now it's the opposite way. We got Dario before Darren, but first we got Ben. The bar is loaded for Ben. 125. Oh, Ben missing the start command there, sorry, the press command from the chest. So it's kind of like a deadlift already from the chest. So you need to obey to the starting commands and the press command and rack command. The weight shouldn't be a problem for Ben though, so I'm pretty sure we're going to see a retake and he make that weight, 125. All right, let's see Dario then going in on 135, followed by Darren, 145. Three white lights and a good start from Dario. Let's see then Darren coming in hot after Dario on that 145, so 10 kilograms more than Dario. Otherwise they have the same squat, 230 from the start, carrying through to the bench. They also have a very similar starting weight, at least in deadlifts, and I think also they're very similar in strength in the deadlifts. So this is going to come down to the weight choices from here on moving forwards. We got three guys on 145. That's Darren, Ali, and Nabi. So 145, 145 for Darren. So three guys on the same weights. A good start by Darren. At least same speed as Dario, on the way up at least. So it's going to be interesting to see. Where do the guys go from here? So Darren will go to 152.5. Ali now on 145, same weights. And also Nabi to follow on the same weights. $145, Ali. Three white lights and a very solid start from Ali. Now we have Nabi on 145 also, 145. 145. After that we finish off with Adam on 172.5, which will finish this group. We start all over again. For the battles of the double Ds, I see now that Dario have chosen 147 and then Darren 152. So that's a 5 kilogram difference. Nabi 145. Three white lights for Nabi. 142.5. We got 142.5 for Adam. And 172.5. So 177.5. No, I'm smoking. 172.5 for the starting weight. Let's see how this moves. The bar is loaded for Adam. And this should be a very nice and comfortable starting weight for Adam. Coming in hot from a slap in the back there from Vladan. A solid start for Adam, 172.5, and I assume we'll go to a round little nice 180 from that. I'm correct, 180. It's a good, shows on second attempt for Adam. We start second round. Ibrahim 90, Raju 120, Ben 125, and so forth. This group is shaping up to be a runaway for Adam in the top, but then we have the battle between Darren, Dario, and Nabi for the second and third place. Ibrahim first out, 90 kilos in the second round. Let's see what three white lights. That was a good lift, three white lights. That lift was a fault lift, because the referee went to overrule the jury. So the rule is if it's one red light, the jury can overrule, and that was the call from the jury table. So repeat, we need to have the lifters having the head on the bench. Next lifter is Raju, 120. 120. One of those rules, keep the head in the bench. Was a nice lift, three white lights. We got Ben Malak coming in 125. I remember talking about rules. Ben missed the press command from the chest last time. Just a little bit too eager to get home with the bar. I think the weight will not be a problem. 125. Starting weight. This will move comfortable, is my prediction. And the bar is loaded for Ben now. Just as long as he keeps listening to the referee's commands. 125. And as said, that was a nice lift and no issues for Ben. 125. We have Dario coming in 147. And then after that we got both Ali and Nabi on 150 before we go to Darren. But first Dario, 147.5. And I believe this will be a good lift, is what I believe. Let's see. The first 135 was a very good lift. He's also very fast descent for the bench press as well as in the squats, which I believe is a good tactic in the bench so you don't waste too much energy on the way down. Very solid. Was fast, but not as fast down as the first lift, but it was pretty much as fast up. So that was impressive to see. 147. Expecting a small increasement there. So he's going for. Gonna go 155 for the last lift. Ali coming in on 150, same weight as Nabi, following him. But 150 first for Ali. The bar is loaded, 150. Ali is psyching up hard for this, 150. Judging by the 145, this should be a pretty solid lift. Let's see how this moves. Well, I was wrong, but it was a little bit wonky, and 3 red lights. He's an explosive lifter, so sometimes the bar moves fast, sometimes it doesn't. So Nabi coming in on the same weight, 150. 150. After Nabi, we got Darren on 52 and Adam on 180. So Darren is trying to take command of that second spot before the other guys. Let's see, the bar is loaded for Nabi. In trying to do what he can to stir up, whether in the second or third and fourth place, as much as he can. 150. This will, for the time being, put him in second place. And that he do. So Nabi is now in second place. Well, that can all change in a matter of minutes. Here comes Darren on 152.5.
Giving him kilos back.
All right, 152.5 for Darren. 152.5. $152.5, Darren. Let's see, that was good lift. There were no margins on that lift when it comes to the signals, I must say. I thought he almost jumped the start command, sorry, the press command, but he got away. Timed it perfectly though. 152.5. We finished off with Adam, 180. All right, so Adam coming on 180. 180. So Adam coming in here for 180 to secure a substantial lead in this weight category. So let's see how this moves. He's a very explosive lifter, him also. All right, looks good. 3 white lights. And I think we'll go for a 185 to secure a nice total there. Let's see. All right, we got Ibrahim coming in at 102.5. 102.5. And Raju. $102.5, and we have Raju after that on 130. All right. The bar is loaded and also brushed now. All right, so the bar is loaded, brushed, and ready to serve for Ibrahim. And that was a good lift. Very good. He kept his head down and listened to the commands, so it was very good. Raju, 130. And this is a huge lift for Raju. I know he wants this one. He did 110, 120, and now finishing off with 130 try. The bar is loaded now for Raju. This is a big lift for Raju, 130. I know he wants this. Coming off a very good squat and 212, so setting up for a good total record for himself. 130. And that was a very solid lift and 3 white lights, and I think he's very, very, very happy with that. 130. And a very good bench for Raju, making it 6 for 6 so far. We have Ben Mallock coming on 132.5. Ben being the only contender in the heavyweights. That was just a little bit too heavy for Ben today. But he slips away with a 125. Remember, he missed a press command on the 125. And just missed that 132.5. Was just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit too heavy. All right, we're looking at Ali. 150. And remember, he did his 145. And then he came in hot and ready for the 150. Very explosive of the chest, but missed just in the top position there. So let's see. He has a fair chance to get this 150, but he just needs to carry the speed from his chest. If he doesn't do that, he will not make the lift. But if he can carry the speed from the chest, he has a good chance. 150. No. And as the last attempt also, the left arm seemed to struggle a little bit, making the bar to tilt, and that's not easy to save. Okay, we have another double Ds coming up. We have Dario going 155, Darren 157. Nah, he just grips on me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's it? All right, this is an important lift for Dario. 155, battling it out with Darren. 157.5 is going to be Darren's reply. Let's give it all now. They are really head-to-head, these two guys. 155. I believe that was a very important lift for the total outcome of this lifting, of this group. Let's see if I'm correct, but 155 was very, very important. 6 for 6. 6 for 6. Okay, we got Darren trying to reply and overdo Dario with a 157.5. As mentioned before, Dario and Darren are very, very equal, same squats. They have almost the same bench, and we know since before that they have almost the same deadlifts. Darren 157.5. So I believe he will need this one to put himself in the driving seat in this battle. Remember that Dario is also a few kilos lighter than Darren, so we have that to play with. So if they would to be end up on the same total, Dario will win. Well, he did it. Very nice, 3 white lights. So he is now in the driving seat with a 2.5 kilogram advantage. Let's see if it's enough going into the deadlifts. This will come down to the wire. This will come down to the wire, and this will be a matter of the last deadlifts. I am 100% sure. We have Nabi coming in. Nabi coming in on 157.5. Nicknamed the Cheese King. Let's see if all that cheese can bring him strength. 157.5. No, not today. A little bit too heavy. Adam coming in on 185. Nabi said he should have had less cheese this morning. He's blaming these nutritional preparations. I don't know if that is true or not. We got Adam coming in on 185, trying to make it also 6 for 6 for him. Adam weighing in at 94.6, so just above the weight cut for this category. Let's see. 185. 185. That was good. 3 white lights and 6 for 6 for Adam. 185. All right, we do a short break now. 5-minute break.
That was really good.
All right, a short break. Just to rearrange the podium to start the deadlifts.
The next generation of Eleiko bars come with numerous knurling options, perfected for all degrees of expertise. From the more aggressive grip designed for international competitions, to a more refined high performance or training grip. The goal is always to give lifters the ultimate performance and feel.
All right, setting the stage for the deadlifts. The lifting order in this first group will be Abhinav, Omar, Abdurrahman, Hilal, Mustafa, Kareem. So we have Kareem starting highest, 275. We have a very tight situation in this group because we have in the lead Mustafa on 397.5. We have on second place Kareem, 380. Remember that Kareem has announced a 10 kilogram higher starting weight, so that will limit that lead with almost half already on the first lift. Then we have Hilal and we have Hilal coming in on 360, pretty much secure for third place. And then we have the battle of the brothers, the Al-Sadi brothers. Omar standing at 300, Abdurrahman standing at 287. However, Abdurrahman is a better deadlifter for sure. We know that since before, both on competitions and training. So it's gonna come down to the wire. All right, let's go. See how this moves. All right, so the referees are on their spaces, on their places. We have spotters and loaders, or loaders at least, in position. We have the lifters in position, and we are good to go. Abhinav, 180. Abhinav, 180. The clock is ticking. $180. That's 3 white lights for Abhinav. We have Omar, 185, 185.
After back.
185 for Omar, and Abdurrahman will be 197. So this is the battle of the Al-Sadi brothers. We have little brother Omar drawing first, 185, and cleaning the bar in between the lifts, rubbing and with the disinfectant between every lift in all the events. All for the safety of the lifters. And the bar is loaded, 185 for Omar. So the younger brother coming on first, showing his cards. He got 45 seconds to go. "40 seconds to go. Here comes Omar. Cool as a cucumber. And that's a good lift by Omar. We will now see what his brother replies, because the birthday boy is going 197.5. 197.5 for Omar. Sorry for Abdurrahman, 197.5. I see little brother is 197.5 for Abdurrahman, trying to overdo his brother on his 24th birthday. 197.5. Let's go. All right, there was 3 white lights for Abdurrahman. Let's see where he goes from there. Little brother went 200, and I think we'll see just a little bit more. Hilal coming in on 230. And I believe this will be a pretty easy opener for Hilal, 230. And I hear that big brother Sadi will go for a 212 attempt. Let's see. Hilal 230. I believe that this will be a easy first lift for Hilal. Technically very accurate in the deadlift also. Pulling a conventional style. 2-1. A little bit, he needs to extend just a tiny bit more. So 230, but a nice and easy opener. Now we're starting the battle of the win in this category. So we have a 265 for Mustafa, and then we have 275 for Kareem. So remember, Mustafa made an epic comeback on the bench, missing 172.5 2 times, and then making it in the last attempt in a very, very, very nice and cool struggle. So he is now in the competition. He's actually in the lead, as we expected. Now let's see, 265, who will draw first blood here? Mustafa coming on first, and then we have Kareem coming on second. It's all going to come down to the next 2 deadlifts after this. We're assuming that the starting weights will look pretty fast. 265. Conventional style. That was a smooth opener. 265. Now let's see what Kareem can reply on that one. Let's see, he's going 275. And Kareem is a sumo puller. So he will stand wider than what Mustafa just did. Otherwise, these guys are very similar in size and body shape. Mustafa weighing in at 91, Kareem weighing in at 92.2. Cleaning and disinfecting the bar again between all the lifts. These are the times we are in now, so let's just obey to the rules and practice safe lifting. 275, the bar is loaded. This is an interesting lift, so we can kind of judge a little bit where Kareem might go. I know Kareem is a good deadlifter. All right, that interesting things happening here. 3 red lights, and I think you saw that little dip he had. So pulling it pretty fast and doing a little bit of a dip in the top. So that is the challenge with sumo, that if you get the bar moving very fast, you can have a small dip in the top. So now it's all come down to what Kareem and his brother is going to choose for his second attempt. Are they going to play it safe, repeat that 275, or are they going to gamble, go up? All comes down to this now. This is weight selection and tactics. We have Omar first. We have Omar Al-Sadi first on 200. We have Abhinav on the same weight, but first Omar. Omar first, 200. So this is the younger brother Al-Sadi, sub-junior lifter. Coming in on 200 kilos. 200 kilos. All right, 200 kilos is the first for everything, and I believe that is at least the first time on competition that Omar have done 200. Now I have Abhinav on the same weight. Once again, 200. 200 kilos. kilos. After Abhinav, we have big brother Sadi, Abdurrahman coming in. The bar is loaded. Three white lights and a good lift for Abhinav. Loading 212 for big brother Al-Sadi. And then we have 252 after that for Hilal. So we pretty much have the battle of the win. We have Hilal secured on 3rd place, and we have the battle of the brothers and Abhinav. So it's pretty much 3 tiers in this group of 93 kilogram lifters. So we have 212.5 now coming up for Abdurrahman Al-Sadi. The bar is loaded now. Let's see what we can bring. All right, that was a good lift. Now it's all a matter of where do you go from there. I hope we don't see any big increasements. if we see any at all from Abdurrahman here now, 212.5. We have Hilal stepping up to 252.5, 252.5, just to secure and just get on the boards for his third place. He is very secure in that third place. He can't really go up, he can't go down, but he can pull for his own records. 252.5, and judging by that 230, I think 252 will be also a good lift. Just needs to extend just a tiny bit more in the top position to have all the referees on his side. After that, we have the battle of the top with Karim and Mustafa. The bar is loaded. $252.5, but it's that extension at the top, just hanging with his shoulders just a little bit. 252.5. Okay, now it's going to be interesting to see. We have the two remaining guys at the top. So we have Mustafa, 280. So interesting thing here in the order. We have Mustafa doing a pretty standard elevation to 280 from his 265 opener. We have Karim going from a 275 miss up to a 290. But remember, the Karim's miss was not on the strength. It was he had a little bit of a balance issue in the top of that lift. So it's not undoable, of course. Just has to time it right in the top position, and I think I know that he has the strength for it. It has to be done also. But first of all, Mustafa, and he has literally everything in his hands now. The bar is loaded. Bar is loaded. All right, 280, and I think that Mustafa have everything in his own hands here now. If he pulls this 280, I believe that win will be his. Then Karim will have a very hard time catching him. Let's go. Let's see about that. That's 2 reds, 1 white. He didn't wait for the down command, I think. So now we're in some serious issues here. Let's see, this is going to be interesting. So we have now 2 things happening. Mustafa was a little bit, I think, soft in the knees also, and I think he bet the down command also. And now we have Karim, who missed his first lift, coming in on 290. So there's drama going on here now. So this is an important lift. Very, very important to the outcome of this whole tournament. 290 for Karim. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I've seen him pull this weight on training just 2 weeks ago. Actual multiple reps. However, that was with other weights and a different bar. Let's see. I gave him good chances to get it though, so let's see. He just has to really stay tight here. 290. And there you go. 290, and just like that, exactly everything swings the other way. So you're having now 290 on the boards for Karim, putting him at 670. And we all of a sudden have Mustafa in second place with 662. So that's what can happen in a deadlift competition or a powerlifting competition. Everything can change in a split second, which it did there. So let's see. All right, Omar, 207.5, the younger brother Sadi. He have had a really good meet. He squatted 180, benched 120, 2 deadlifts so far, 85 and 200, and now he's going for 207.5, weighing in at 92 kilos. All these lifts are important, of course, but we are all in anticipation who is going to come out on top on this group, because everything has been shifted massively now in the top. But we'll take that when we get there. First we have Omar, 207.5. I think that this is has a good chance of making this lift, 207.5. Let's go. Well, he had a good chance, but it was just a little bit too heavy. After him, we have his brother Abdurrahman coming in then, 215. Let's see how the last lift affected him. So he did 212 last lift, and that was as close to a maximum effort as you can get, but it wasn't 100% full on. So he still have a little bit in him. It's all a matter of like if that last lift, the second lift, took too much out of him. So this is now 215. 215 for Abdurrahman. And I remind everyone in the back of the room there to keep the masks on where they're not lifting. So we have Abdurrahman, 215. Three red lights, a little bit of hitching I think, but it was a massive performance. And a happy birthday to him, 24 years old. Happy birthday to Mr. Tony Sadi. All right, 220 for Abhinav, and then we have the 3 heaviest deadlifts to come, 65, 85, 300s. Abhinav, 220 kilos. 220 kilos for Abhinav. Then we have 265 for Hilal, and then we have that finish that we all are waiting for. All right, 3 white lights, and I think he is happy with that. Happy with that.
Oh, you changed it. 80, yeah, take it.
Hilal, 260. And now we have interesting things going on the scoreboard. So we have Hilal, kind of like in a no man's land. He is third. He will end up third. He's going for 260. Remember, the 252 was just a technical error there in the top. Then we have Mustafa and Kareem. And in that setting, we have Kareem just in the lead, 670. And we have Mustafa trying to catch him, or overdo him, to be honest. Mustafa is lighter, so he can actually pull, so you end up on the same result. And that will give him the win. Hilal, 260. $260, Hilal. Let's show them now. Come on. $260, and that's a good lift. Good lift, 260. Okay, now the battle begins, and all the small things and issues here, and the play behind the scenes starts. So we have Mustafa, 282.5. So Mustafa is dropping to 282.5 to thereby snitch away with a win. $282.5. Well, let's see. We have it's too late to change now. We have Mustafa coming out on 282.5. Let's wish him all the best. All right, he has done his part. Okay, so Mustafa has done what he can, ending up on a 680 total. 680. Now we have Kareem to reply. And since Kareem is 1.2 kilos heavier than Mustafa, that forces him to do a last-minute change up to 302.5. So if Kareem pulls this, he will end up victorious in the 93 kilogram category with a total of 682.5. So Kareem really having everything in his own hands here. Mustafa has done what he can. He has done what he can. So now it's just see what his body can do here. 302.5. Important with the small plates here now. So you can be sure that Kareem is psyched up for this as much as he can. Everyone is watching, Mustafa is watching, and everyone is here. Let's see. Is it going to be first or is it going to be second place? Everything hangs on this lift. 302.5.
Take your time. Let's go!
He was silver. Right, but he went for it, 302.5. So the win will go to Mustafa, 680. And Kareem comes in second on 670. All right, moving on, we're gonna directly go into the last group here now, the deadlifts for the heavier guys. And remember everyone, just to stay safe and keep your masks up. And let's rock and roll now for the last group. The 105 up to 120 and plus 120. In this group, I think the most interesting thing is literally the battle of second, third, and fourth, where we have the double Ds, Dario and Darren, battling it out. Nabi is there also. So as it stands now, we have Darren at second place. We have Dario just behind. So Darren has 387.5. Dario 385. Nabi 380. That's only 7.5 separating those guys. Nabi, though, however, has a lot less competent deadlift compared to the other guys. Whereas, however, Dario and Darren have a very comparable deadlift. The bar is loaded now. Let's start. 160 for Ibrahim. 160. So I have these guys to start off with first. So Ibrahim 160. All right, Ibrahim 160. 3 white lights. Moving to Ali 200. So Ali 200 after Ibrahim starts. Ali. After Ali we got Ben Mallock, and Ben is the only guy in the plus 120 category, so he's literally cruising to a win regardless. So Ben will pull 210, and just as long as he makes that lift, he will be the victor in the plus 120. Victor by the fact that he is alone. Let's see now. Speaking of alone, Ali is also alone in the 120 category. So this will also secure his win. 120. Ali pulling a 200 kilogram for making this. Alright, so that's 3 white lights. And a good start to his campaign here in the deadlifts. All right, we got Ben Mallock coming in on this 210 now. And as said previous, Ben is the only one, so he will claim his throne on the plus 120 just as long as he makes this lift. He looks like a king, so why don't build a throne for him?
Come on, Ben. Strong lockout.
Well, that's a good lift. 3 white lights. We are now looking at Raju 220. Raju 220. And those who follow Raju knows that he's been doing really well in his deadlift the last few weeks. So we can expect weights at least north of 250 to finish with. So let's see first how this goes. All right, so we got Raju 220. Raju 220. All right. A good start by Raju, 220. All right, we have Nabi coming in, 225. So remember now, he is going to try to get in that battle of the second and third. For that to happen, he really needs to outpull himself. So let's see how this 225 moves. If he has the day, he has the day. He will swing for it. It also depends on what Dario and Darren is going to do. This is actually a pretty important lift to see how Nabi is looking for the day. 225. $225 to start off. All right, and that 225 didn't cause too much problems. Just to make sure he get a good start from the floor. Looked like you had a little bit of a forward weight there on the start. So now we're gonna see the battle of the second and third, which is the hot struggle here. So first to serve is Dario, standing in a 385. He's pulling 265. I remember that he is also lighter than Darren. So whatever Dario do. Yeah, no, I know. I said, all right. 265. This is important, very important. Let's see. $265. Two white lights. Just have to be careful of that lockout. $265. We got Darren on 267. So Dario serves 265. Darren will reply here on the forehand side with a 267.5. And then we'll see how this rally plays out. So as for now, we have Dario on a 650 total. Darren will with this end up with a 655 total. But remember, Dario is lighter, so whatever Dario does, Darren has to do 2.5 more. 267.5. 267.5. All right. So Darren's forehand seemed to be doing all right, so he returns the ball back into Dario's side of the net. Let's see what they're going to do then. Finish this off will be Adam, and then 285, 285. Trying to make it a straight 9 for 9 day for Adam. He's going to start here with 285 for his first deadlift. 285. $285. Let's see. Let's go. The bar is loaded, it's cleaned, and it's ready. Adam, 285. This is a weight that Adam do regularly, just as long as the hook grip works fine. Let's see. Should be an easy opener, 285. Very good. So that's 3 white lights. Let's see where he goes from there. Yeah, good. Okay, let's see now what happens. We have Ibrahim coming in at 170 and Ali after that 220. But if you look a little bit more down the rankings or up the rankings, so to speak, we have Dario has announced 280. 280, and then we put him at 675. We have Darren has announced 282. We will put him ahead of the Dario with, I think, 7 kilos, 7.5. So let's see how these second lifts move. And Dario will once again serve first with the 280, and then Darren has the reply on that with his 282. So in fact, if Dario pulls his 280, he will then be in the lead for that running of second spot. So Darren have to pull 282 to pass him again. And in the top of the leaderboard, we have Adam secured his win already, so he's just looking for a nice streak. The bar is loaded now for Ibrahim. 170. 170. That was a nice little lift. 170, let's see where it goes from there. I will assume a 180 or something like that. And then we have Ali on a 220. 220. We have Ali then is alone in the category of minus 120, so he is already a winner. He's just looking out to improve his deadlift with 20 kilos from the first round. So 20 kilos increasement from the first round. All right, Ali, 220. And remember now that the last deadlift can be changed up and down a little bit. So we're going to look for any changes on the leaderboard. But here comes Ali, 220. Already winner in the 120 category. He grabs hold of the bar and rips it up. And that's a good lift. Three white lights. Okay, we got Ben coming in 230. And same as Ali, we have Ben already a winner in the plus 120 category. So Ben is free to do whatever he wants. And he chooses to do 230, earning him a 550 total. 550 total. .230, Ben Mallock. That's 3 white lights for Ben. And we have now Nabi coming in on 240, and this starting to be close to his PB. First lift was his PB is 245, I believe. This is 240, so just below. His 220 moved all right, so he has fair chances to get this 240 on the boards, just to try to position himself as close as possible to the other guys battling for a second and third. He will get a 620 total if he makes this. Let's see. The bar is loaded for Nabi. Let's see here now on 240. Right, that was a good second lift, and let's see where he goes from there. If not, let's see where he got. So Raju is going 240, and after that we got the double Ds. So I hear Nabi is communicating with his coach here. Nabi, you want to go 300 in the last lift?
Change it to
okay, so Nabi is gonna go 250. Let's see how that goes. The bar is loaded now for Raju Pal, 240. 240. And I've seen Raju pull this recently, so it should be a good lift. It's all a matter of doing it also. It's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be makeable. Come on. 240. All right, that's 3 white lights, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is a total PB for Raju, I guess, with a 240 pull, earning him a 582.5 total. Dario, 280, will get him up to 765, right? So this is to put pressure on Darren. So this is really where the struggle is, where the fight is in this flight. Dario and Darren. Let's see. 280. All right, 3 white lights. All right, so here comes Darren then, 382.5. So Dario served, a pretty hard serve, 675. Darren now have 682 loaded, and that will bring him up to 670, right? So he will be in the lead. Make note though that Dario is a few kilos lighter, and he can then have the benefit of just matching whatever Darren does. So this is when it all comes down to some tactics and having the right weight announced. This is an important lift. So if Darren gets this, he's in a driving seat. Let's see, 282.5. This is an important lift to put pressure on Dario.
Let's go, Darren.
282.5. And I know he pulled just a little bit more on training last week. Let's see. All right, that sends a message. Let's see. All right, so that sends a message, 282.5. Now it's all a matter of like how high does Darren dares to push in order to feel confident that he can pull that weight to put too much pressure on Dario. Because remember that Dario only, quote unquote, needs to tie whatever Darren does, and that will make him earn the second place. So this is gonna play out to be very interesting in the end here now. Adam is going for a 300 pull. This will be the heaviest deadlift of today so far, at least. And also gonna of course secure him in the win. So Adam, the bar is loaded for him. 300. 300s. Was a good lift, 3 white lights. So let's see where Adam goes from there. All right, let's see what's gonna happen here now. So now the last round starts. So keep your eyes on the top here. So Adam is clear winner, that is clear. He is doing a very good competition. He stands at a ripping 672.5 and he's put in 310, so earn him 782.5 total. But then we have the double Ds, Dario and Darren. So Dario has a 675 and Darren has a 670, right? So the pressure is on Dario to try to catch Darren. The bar is loaded, first of all for Ibrahim, 180. 180. So Ali coming in on 230. 230. 230. Let's see here, we have Ali coming in on 230 and he is the only lifter in the 120. Ali 230 and then we have Raju after that. Come on, 230. He looks fired up and he will go down grip and rip. Just a matter if he can stand up with it now. Here we go. Two white lights is enough. 230 for him, so it puts him on a 575 total, and he comes out as a victor, of course, in the 120. A victor by default, since he was alone, of course. Victor nonetheless. So we have Raju coming in on 247.5. 247.5. So we are looking at the what's going on now in the top of the leaderboard here. We see that Darren just put in a change. He's gonna try for a 290. And Darren is heavier than Dario, so Darren will pull first. So Dario will have the possibility to changing his weight. All right, we got Raju, 247.5. Let's go, Raju. And no, it was just a little bit too heavy. But a good competition anyway for Raju, coming out with a lot of good lifts and a 240 deadlift. Okay, we got Ben Mallock swinging for a 250, which I believe is a personal best. This is a PB. Sorry, we got Nabi first on same weight, which is also a PB. So Nabi, with his brand new nickname, Mr. Cheese, is gonna pull 250. $250. We know there's a lot of heart in this guy, so let's just hope that he grabs a hold of that bar and just pulls it up. The bar is loaded, it's only Nabi in the bar now. 250. Everything on this lift now for Nabi. Personal best, power meet 8. It was just a little bit too heavy for today. He'll be back. We have Ben approaching the same weight. And same scenario here as for Nabi. The 250 is a personal best for this gentle giant from Abu Dhabi. Ben Mallock. Ben weighing in at 131 this competition. 250. Already winner in the plus 120 category. So you can pretty much do whatever he wants. And he wants 250, so that's what we're gonna give him. So Marco just doing one of the final polishing of the bar here. And we have Ben trying for his 250. Let's go. $250. All right, that was just a little bit too heavy for Ben for today, and he's almost passing out there in the corner. Throw him some meat and it will be all right. Maybe from Corner Store, one of our sponsors, by the way. All right, so we're gonna have Darren pulling first. And then we have Dario to follow.
Darren first.
We have Darren first. And Darren is first because he has the least favorable body weight. So Dario has the possibility to do a change after this weight, but he has to do it very fast. Darren has 290. So Darren has this now in his own hands. 290. 290. Darren.
Come on now, man. Everything now. Everything. Come on. Give it.
2-1, but he got that lift. And that was a very impressive lift, 290. So that will actually put him into a very nice spot, second place. And I don't think that, Dario will try for the 290 also. But even if he makes this now, he will go to 675, so just below Darren. $290 for Dario. All right, 2-1, good lift. And that just goes to show, if he pulled 2.5 kilograms more, he would have come second. But I don't know if he's got it in him.
I thought about it, but there I was like, we made it.
Good. All right. So a good lift. I've never seen arms extend that well. So the last 5 centimeters wasn't Dario pulling, it was his arms extending. It was pretty cool to see. He now has the nickname Telescope Dario. So the order behind Adam is now secured. Darren comes in second, Dario comes in third, Nabi comes in fourth. It's all a matter of now if Adam can do a very nice finish to an already nice day. He has so far 387 squats, a 185 bench, and now he's going to try to finish off nicely with a 310 deadlifts, earning him a 782 total, which is a new total PB for Adam. Let's go. Last lift of the day. 310. Just stand up with this now. 310. Three white lights. 310 and a 782.5 total, a 9 for 9, a good show and very nice lifting from Adam. 9 for 9, very good. All right.
How did it hold up?
All right, and that concludes the lifting for the weekend. And I just want to take the opportunity to thank the spotters and loaders, of course, all the participants, our sponsors, Optima Nutrition, SBD. We have Eleiko, we have Qualia Sound, we have Fine Fit People, Showbox, we have Carney Store, Matter Nutrition, and of course the broadcasting team from Fine Fit People. It was an incredibly nice experience to deal with these guys. So if you ever want any web streaming or anything like that, these are the people to contact. So Fine Fit People on Instagram, there you can find them. Also, of course, thanks to the Emirates Bodybuilding Federation and the Emirates Powerlifting Commission who sanctionized this competition. So thank you for everything, and this stream will be found, of course, on YouTube if you want to see it afterwards. Thank you.
The next generation of Eleiko bars come with numerous knurling options, perfected for all degrees of expertise. From the more aggressive grip designed for international competitions to a more refined high-performance or training grip. The goal is always to give lifters the ultimate performance and feel.